Listening, Part 2. In Part 2 of the listening paper, you will be provided with 10 incomplete sentences. These incomplete sentences describe information from the audio recording, which will be a monologue between 3 and 4 minutes long, usually from broadcasts, talks, or classroom presentations. Your task will be to complete the sentences by filling in the gaps by listening for the missing words in the monologue. In the recording, you will hear the exact words you need to fill in the gaps. You will not need to change the words in the recordings in any way when writing them in the gap. No more than 3 words will be missing in each gap. When you put your answers in the answer sheet, make sure you write each word as clearly as possible using only capital letters. While you should always try to spell the words correctly, you will still receive a mark even if you make some minor spelling mistakes, as long as it is easy to understand the meaning. Before the audio recording begins playing, you will have 45 seconds to review the incomplete sentences. Then you will hear the recording played twice. Let's try an example together. In this audio recording, you will hear the voice of a wildlife conservationist, Angela. She will talk about an animal called the spectacled bear. But first, let's take a moment to look at the sentence we will need to complete. Great! Now we know what to listen for. We want to know what first interested Angela about the spectacled bear. I'd been fascinated by all kinds of bears for a long time before I started working in the field. But it was the spectacled bear that really attracted me. Some people find it appealing because of its size and shape, and it's less well known than some other types of bear. But for me, I thought it was such a great name. It comes from the patches of yellowish fur around the bear's eyes, which grow in a sort of circle shape, like glasses. Although these golden markings vary greatly from one bear to another, and may not be limited to the eyes, they can extend as far as the bear's cheeks or even chest. If you were listening carefully, you probably heard Angela say that she found the spectacled bear so appealing at first because it has such a great name. Therefore, you would complete the sentence with the words great name. Angela says that it was the great name of the spectacled bear that first interested her. If you simply put the word name, that would also be accepted as a correct answer. Tips: try to complete every sentence. Even if you don't understand every individual word in the audio, you can often make a pretty good guess at the missing words by looking at the written sentence itself. You can also often guess the missing words by understanding the overall content of the recording, even if you couldn't understand some key words. Besides, you probably understand more than you give yourself credit for.